Same free baby a wode ewura no FIFA Club World Cup no ahase and ya witness games ni bibia yehu Ali any Inter Miami abo ya witness sa game no Bayern ehye 10-0 ya witness sa game ni ahwe Palmeiras any FC Porto by wo hwe FIFA Club World Cup no ke na ahase na match a nipa dodo na hwe pa no eye die nru ekọ between PSG then Atletico Madrid. Nipa mpokura kura stadium ho na eye 80,000 plus. And some pokura no mo bet na TV echi ahwe. So far enne match a nipa etimi ahwe ne kese pa. Ken recently se uko Europa. O ka two clubs a yesi omunim defend power football mo Europa. One bo Atletico Madrid a ubo Inter Milan. Recently e wo Europe. Yesi Inter Milan fo kura good defensive network. Enti ne share dene. Yetimika Atletico Madrid under Diego Pablo Simeone. Omo kura good defensive network. Omo share dene. Enti sa two clubs we no yatagi omo se omo ye defensive oriented clubs. Enti woni omo koshia den so obehye goals bebre ti omo. Yehu PSG a oti Inter Milan in the UEFA Champions League final. Ema ne 5 goals. Anso hwa wasaba be share Diego Pablo Simeone in Atletico Madrid yesi defensive lo me very good. Wasa ne 4. So sa two clubs are target almost say defensively omo strong no. Yenya PSG a combine one more 9-0. E wo say ka bibi cho o PSG boboko na Luis Enrique asese no. Sa wotina TV na ti. Na wo hwe PSG ene Luis Enrique no mu si akan a. Ken ade e ba mitrim ni ade a me hu ni ye say. PSG ball no omo no. The flow state of PSG game no. Every game phase bia no un se PSG team no e wo optimal balance. Se PSG for ni isi akan a sa the flow of the game ni state no every time bia no stage bia no unso mo optimal balance e wo mo ball no mo bonim enti sa wo hwe PSG a omo kura ball a omo wo balance omo nkura ball a omo wo balance omo defend a omo wo balance omo defend omo wo balance enti akwesi boni ka se PSG boboko no omo wo optimal balance every phase of the game ene ma omo ye special on say recently UEFA Champions League no omo je ye no na omo use strikerless system na omo mbo a typical number 9 eye Kvaratskhelia abrante friend say Dembele and Doué and the ball omo front three no by enra against Atletico Madrid yehun say Luis Enrique decided say obema abrante friend say Gonzalo Ramos asase as the main number 9 being an obstructive forward player e dey ama PSG boboku no enti ado decided so ben yes this time around on cost strikerless biem Bobe yusu Gonzalo Ramos our the final third. Now I hear obstruction work no. Enti ono anebe pini Lenormand Atletico Madrid for center back no. So no Gonzalo Ramos e pini na a creative space at the man wide forward no. No make me exploit our spaces no. Yehu Vitinha, yehu Fabian Ruiz and yehu Abrante friend say Joao Neves. Sa three midfielders we no e make sure say omo ye omo normal rotation we gina ha na we position no ye. Amo make me control game no. Hakimi Ashraf any Vitinha. Sa two players no at the strategy Atletico Madrid for press. Anytime bia PSG bejibo obiano, Hakimi Ashraf and Abrante friend say Vitinha. Ebe the strategy na creating lanes in their team friend say PSG. Say on betimi attack. Enti sa uche PSG game na hu flexibility in my approach a ya na efedodo. E kan hu bi anema PSG. Eko share Atletico Madrid a defensive oriented team. Now when you 17 attempt to score. Emu 8 ay on target when you 4 goals because system no afa players no moti asiye and to substitution players omu fresh labor ni nyina no mayulu mu ebeba oba be she goals league can in oba be she goal e kire team a de osa asiye ene de ote bench ni nyina no omo system na asiye twa say after so omu je UEFA Champions League no ombetuma je sa tournament we and by kin to be honest Luis Enrique team we die meme hu ne say omo optimal balance ene Chelsea ye show mo Chelsea so first game omo akono against Los Angeles FC na eye game ba kwa ye betwe because nkofo e wo interest ken Los Angeles FC for no enye bo boku abeka say omo osuru bebria omo style of play ni ehu a obetimi de ehu na Chelsea for no by individual players bi wo ho a ye betwe omo e wo mo game ni ba ko eye senior man Olivier Giroud say so si akan e de ma Los Angeles for no. If it is so free Italy ko PM wo hono wababa be the main man wababa be the face of the team or that vast experience or see any former club and edru sa stage e opeso prove say emfa ho ne MLS osia kemi no ohia teams akesie na obetima prove ne what enti ebe hu abrante friends Olivier Giroud say also with the experience at the Los Angeles for no. Then another experienced goalkeeper, Hugo Lloris, also so a vast experience both club side and national team. On here any introduction of world football or a World Cup winner with France. Also so a goalkeeper and also better because no England no was pace. Or share Chelsea for no on Chelsea for no. Ya better sad Abrante no. Then Ghana forces so interest because you be ya yebua. Our Los Angeles. Yawuyeboa talent ba kwa ken na Ghana fo wogidie se obedru anim pa because of free right to dream no call Manchester City anu akone nam loan saa na odi aba be pie mo Los Angeles do se wandru sam pempen so na na expect no by the technique ni speed no yebe hu on the part of Chelsea new guys in na Chelsea for no be try so mba be hwe new players no one brand friend say Dilap almost striker no because Chelsea issues in terms of goal scoring. Nicolas Jackson wo ho say Dilab never compete with Nicolas Jackson. So report eba ne say enim pokro na be chase wo Chelsea anymore. Say obenya opportunity a chase na your first competitive game for Chelsea. There now they ba on board. So in the first game no ebetima ma Chelsea for na nyagidie bi woni mu. Let's not forget the jersey number ni pokro awakwa akofa no pressure jersey number. Chelsea for gidie bi say sa jersey number 9 no enkoye mfama players so mababa be hye nansi. Enti na wakofa de aba behye no esa de another pressure so amanfo betwa brand friend say Dilap say there no dey ba on board pressure na wo Ipswich na nya no bi na wo Chelsea a result oriented club ye ba akohwe brand here no and so what Los Angeles for omo 4 and 5 Eddie and Malon ni Eddie enye center backs a metimaka say on be ma brand friend say Dilap tough time enti Dilap ye betwe no then Dario Esugu the defensive midfielder ye be witness ne because yate so obehye game na say adia ba kwa meni wa Abrante ne ho ne say Chelsea history say about defensive midfielder omo time disappointed from Makelele, Michaelesian down to Matic, N'Golo Conte, then Caicedo. And it's what follow Chelsea defensive midfielders omo sign omo omo ba omo timi bo. And today na Abrante we so they ba on board. So Chelsea first game you better witness the Chelsea most especially new guys no e de beba. Mami remember transfers ne kakra fa updates ne kakra bra any details no. FIFA Club World Cup na ekoso wo US no. On say Real Madrid ana Hilal was Saudi and the world group. Madrid first game mpokrom ni omne babo. Na reports are a free USA ba ne chere say Hilal for now decided say after that game on be share Rodrigo. Real Madrid for Brazilian international no omne di nkomo. Na no ana Ronaldo ne team all na asafo ate sa sorry no. Ana omo so send delegation e dia ko US. So mo so nko share Rodrigo. Na reports na free Saudi banim pokra chere say all na asafo are ready to offer Real Madrid 130 million euros for Rodrigo. Nenti ankoni Ronaldo mo mfambe pimpim. On say Sadio Mane on person mo yini free bobo nim. So Rodrigo so epese obo as a left winger. Enti oba na nka left winger no ono na gina ho na Ronaldo gina mfimfin. Enti el na asafo no ayoma dwen say 130 million euros. Nyame aduma mo send delegation akọ US. No ma ko share Rodrigo no mo so convince no. So two top Saudi clubs, Hilal and El Nassr, omo nyina no epa brantia. Ye friend say Rodrigo. Na Ghana to nsensem no. Spurs for ni interest ne kene shoot kosoro. On say Liverpool ni teams bi o mebebia no mba omo te bo na o match mo. By ye say Thomas Frank instructed Spurs for mpanyim for say se omo pese omo compete for next season na nim guase eto omo just end the season e bi nto omo biema obehia players omo dem bobeso ani na one player you feeling the pan ya branch friend say Ganacho and Spurs for no prepare official bid enen nkosi nyame aduma Friday na watch ne beba wie no Spurs for the omo official bid eba akoma Manchester United and eba sa na most likely say Spurs for bet major Richarlison kwan and to omo prepare official bid for branch friend say Ganacho Fenerbahce for Jose Mourinho team. And I say, omo per midfielders no. Nano na mbeka cho say Bissouma. I agree personal terms with Fenerbahce for. No mo so omo wie. Report a free techie eba ne kire say Fenerbahce for na sa contacted Thomas Ter Stegen. Ama Partey representatives aka cho mo say, boy ne die, opeso otina Arsenal, opeso settle wo London, oyo okay wo London, on peso be move. By based on story and reports near free techie air banner say Fenerbahce for catch Thomas Ter Partey representatives for say omo de omo ma Partey pressure but in case say Arsenal for entimi arrange agreement with Partey na omo Fenerbahce for no standby a omo twen say Arsenal do na nkoye with team e friend say Arsenal any Partey de na ankoye omo Fenerbahce for no e was standby omo twen say omo betimi nsaka Thomas Ter Partey na story now we break here about Robertis and Antony in Manchester de no ken the atene ye say 50% now kan ne no kre Robertis for ne say on person mutua 20 million euros omutua 20 million euros ma Manchester United da no ma sign a permanent base omo sign a say omo Robertis ne ton Antony akoti mfofra Manchester wo 50% enti fa ne say Antony ba Robertis no wabeba no homoden Real Madrid force omo pen Barcelona force omo pen betua 80 million euros Manchester be say nya additional 50 and no latest development o the story ni too wa mean saka say Manchester for say 20 million euros a guarantee fee no eswa sankombe tima ye ni 50 mpo kra nkomo pe enti ankombe tua 50 million euros a no mo sa de ahyem say omo ton no mo sa 50% ewum enti Manchester for say pay 50 million euros unlike 20 million no mo say 20 million de e bia form de free ho eba no na ken Arsenal for aka Sporting Lisbon for say omo menen kosi Friday omo positive news your card is due no off and then kosi Friday Arsenal for say omo ye de wo so omo ye bia na Sporting Lisbon for ni prove stubborn and then kosi Friday say omo any positive news omo Arsenal for no omo be wie yaka no mamembo so emfa ma won tentem Rafael Leao de no one Ronald Araujo de no esre kakra onim say Ronald Araujo ne release clause nyame yaduma 1st July enkosi 15th of July about 65 million euros next month you be see no release clause about 65 million euros just from 1st to 15th ana sa release clause ne be drop intermediaries for bi ana ko share AC Milan for ana AC Milan masalegi catch on some open established center back ana Ronald Araujo din ekopie mu ana mo propose say Barcelona so per Rafael Leao our release clause of 175 million euros AC Milan for atiaba 100 million euros obiambai ana mo propose say any say open Ronald Araujo dia Araujo next month in release clause drop ya ba 65 million euros entire na yen kokun Barcelona for ne yen swap deal enti swap deal no Ronald Araujo dia ne drop over 65 million euros Barca besa de 35 asa aka ho abeje Rafael Leao enti 65 ne drop na Barca de 35 ne ka ho a ekoye 100 no mo dia baba abeje abrante e friend say Rafael Leao enti de wo ho no na me de manusi kura no De Laurentiis akacha Antonio Conte say yi baako Garnacho anase Grealish sa two players na sky da ho a Napoli person de kofa baako no 45 million pounds enti ma kacha Antonio Conte say sa 45 million pounds no onka player ope say ye Grealish anase ye Garnacho
we don't see yem fani so kwame ayedela Ederson ka be fa wan wo ye coach na Yama Garnacho na Grealish an ka be yon
oh nese Garnacho oh nefa Garnacho why not
what time Grealish na anya Grealish na eba mu team ya Antony Moji Champions League
ye je no ka team ne hu bi
that day anya on na ejina ma obobo
maybe omo Boa City sa afi no
okay
or play major role but we respect him a lot I feel say Garnacho a very good player people disrespect him sometimes
but on say
get me sad
the decision making ama bebre as a omo fan say body bobo pa
uswa na wenya say o stable club ko bebo you see Manchester United enye stable inti obetom na afa na wo develop ba eden apart from Bruno Fernandes player Ben partners is the obobo power Manchester United into the club is unstable kakra into media sa boy no mo man nko unstable club na mo hwade Ken me da say awosi awo dunkwa no fen ma me chia no senior man na Double Soccer Academy Ken nyame adomu akwesiada ye wo Sefi Debiso inti nyame adomu amehra mo hia na ye be justify na for ye choose ye player de free wo ye pe place ti Sefi fo ni nyina mo hia drew a na afei there will be an aka wasam ken afei ye monkomo. First of all, Ter Stegen issue no looks like it is getting out of hand. Na ene asanswa babio say boy no still no obo no or still no betina club dem. Na Ter Stegen issue me person me be a different page be eso de kyerɛw. Say it looks like ya koye me to say and no na the basis of Ter Stegen minko no. Papa be your friend Tony Tapalovic. Tony Tapalovic. Tony Tapalovic and another buying munching for or more goalkeeper's trainer. Or no training man no yasa can't be pacho checking afa papa the farmer and would dinkomo. Or no training man no yasa man no ya. Even Sa Tapalovic time man no ya. Or yen wedding on a yen best man. Let's just on him and no very, very close. Na time and no ya at the Goma Germany national team no na yen feet Ter Stegen no. Ama for like just say Tapalovic omwana omunko for na the German national team and na ma papa ni na go ni bi Emma Ter Stegen in da go ni bi. Now, if you do remember very well, you call World Cup by Hans Flick. And the German national team there was the Bayern Munchen block versus clubs players are amber born from a Bayern Munchen. It's almost accusing Hans Flick of playing the Bayern Munchen players because are used to them. It's players like Ike Wonderwan, Kai Havertz, Ter Stegen. No, so players then no more arguing with team anymore against Hans Flick. Temi yepa. It's time a Hansi buy, Our Pamu Ike one of those things I want for a pointing out. And it's like, Kai, only Ike issues with the German national team. Okay. Hansi buyer all fun and call for no. Can me patch on my picture no. Hansi appointed Tony Tapalovic as the goalkeeper's trainer. Can me patch on what's in command me didn't say. The man who had issues with Ter Stegen now has been appointed as the goalkeeper's trainer. And a Tapalovic in a buy, Na Barcelona goalkeeper's trainer or that. Goalkeeper's trainer no what that. Near for the Jose de la Fuente. Ono why Juma Barcelona since 2012. Ono so ni papa ni Ter Stegen. Ono put no contract son ye January ya. And the Ter Stegen force ya say omo man ntina. Me ba chong unya the picture ni tin kwabo bi. Jose de la Fuente. Inti de la Fuente na ni tin kwabo da wono. Ena Tapalovic no ono na ene coach ni susu gina ho no. Inti because of the role of de la Fuente inti nei omoye Tapalovic as a technical assistant, but the role Ankasankaso should have been a goalkeeper's trainer. Inti nipa mienu ano omne Ter Stegen ewe issues ewe Germany no. Omo aba beto no hosisia.
Yes, next.
Now, to me 100% say that is the reason, but clearly there are issues. There are clear issues. They say last week about Bontin say da omeka se Ter Stegen no kwa Ter Stegen be kono de la Fuente ondi ne chinko then e catch you. You see, Ter Stegen, we are not even taking Ter Stegen out alone. We are taking him alongside his favorite goalkeeper's trainer. So on free club now afi Hansi any Tapalovic na ne we gina ho no man no ye gina. Ombe take over no munye adwuma no. It's clearly the goalkeeper knows the situation no toxic because sanko for no more no omo shada am feeling be asa and ono so I na dwen say dey sadia yani mo be sie nipa now ne tete ni nyina ne say enye healthy. Personally, if I had any way to advise, I would have told him say on free club monko emfa. Because Barcelona, they've done this to so many players. They have ways to tarnish your image outside. Master, he needs to leave. Because clearly, Nipa na onini ye jumano. And then the Oba ye juma say, Tapalovic, on a technical assistant. Once De La Fuente leaves the club, he will become the goalkeeper's trainer. And so what is the point of staying in the club? What you doing? Nico Williams, Luis Diaz. Decision making. Came up with Chow. The tennis said, what is the Liverpool for value Luis Diaz? 80 million euros. 80 million euros, no? See me. Nico Williams, ni deal 60 million euros. But you have taxes in count. What the taxes in count? You are taking figures to around 65 million euros. Let's just say, Nico is 65. Luis Diaz 80 million euros. Luis Diaz said 28 years. Nico 22 years. Ideally, the best way, Nico no go for or sound so you're young, you go for Nico. And this but this is where the mathematics comes in. In the Nico Williams deal, Chester would can cast down. Tam now what time they are to now call. In the Luis Diaz deal, Barcelona can negotiate first of all. Say, but Liverpool for 1 second or so. 2, or meet him spread this kind of amortization. Changes can kakra. Into do base figure na dawa. Obeka se Nico di no buafo. But the reality is that what comes 65 million euros cash down and easy. Into decision, you know, and that from trust how. But you also commander me didn't say. So be torn out the amount. Kine me torn my phone the amount. Me jisika boom. Change say kwame the na say for sika bra. Nkakra kan we tuetue na nyina ewia. Wa hwe ya, wa dwen beko sika na we tuetue na kakra no. Enti Deco and his technical team they need to take a decision. Dia tosubio, hwe transfer bia ye risky. I understand. Transfers they are risky. A bit me abase you go for the top player. Yes, about bit me fail. Name in transfers. What we do is that wo for player, wo for the less riskier. Because wo for the probability say a befano was wrong. You just give it a try. Me can you say if you decide to commit over 60 million euros our transfer for a player, I was a player no woni mujidi. Watch this. Me can you see Manchester United, Arsenal, or more strikers no more pen wasa. Shadie Kolomwani. PG take a risk bia. Me kai so mokota, but I kept on saying say Kolomwani no. Wabo one good season pe. PG committed 90 million euros. Onye flop. Ramos Højlund of his Storm Grass eba Atlanta no kra wan money papa o. Obebo half season big gidi because the starting season, you know, he was not performing. Half season obebo gidi o share 10 goals pe. Manchester United took a risk. I know it was a risk way the dangerous. Obaye sa amfa. Now, se wo commit over 60 million euros akofa player one season pe. And wa boni gidi are you careful. Who go eketeke? Season where and wejina na so. He has not been consistent over 2 years. Frankfurt for no some 100 million euros. A risk you don't have to take it.
Okay.
Now, 4 players are on the table today. Arsenal Man U, Esobuchusu Bako. Benjamin Sesko, 80 plus 10 million euros. Okay, Kabuma 90 million euros. Jokeres, 80 million euros. Victor Osimhen, 75 million euros. Hugo Eketeke, 100 million euros.
Eketeke boarding chain, Osimhen.
Sir Frankfurt for no omuna
everyone a price.
Say club no, I mean I met Tom and I mean I make share.
Eketeke boarding chain Osimhen.
Sana omo unze omo afa no.
Okay.
Me pa mo cho Club World Cup na ibon chem wa me be see ken. Dey tell say normally na the 6 teams na 6 confederations na fo bia baako. Ni ama host nation baako say onfa nka wonkobo. Me can the say since 2015 it has always been the European clubs. Why? Because it is quite obvious to say European clubs are not standard. No, it was so. Actually, in all the continents.
Okay.
So the idea of FIFA is say, and say yes, this time around that yeah, my UEFA for 12 teams. Okay, still it looks like born a year. She said by Munchi no achi Oakland fashion 10. It looks like still born a year born slots na year jam mama fan saying confederations ni bi no. Mfa so bi eni so.
Well, I'm not going to say because I'm not attended in a hydrant.
Na tio, sa Auckland City for no, omo ni Fiji for neighbor, Solomon Island, Tahiti. Omo Champions League to ebi ho. Na wo hwe teams omo bo na. Obe show mu nyina.
Omo ni Fiji ne Tahiti.
Fiji, Tahiti. Just it's yes, I understand FIFA want to give those continents opportunity, but it looks like 12 na UEFA na and still on one and so because they are way ahead.
Okay, Krano. Barcelona mo ngina tiechiri. Liverpool tiechiri, Arsenal tiechiri.
Hadwin.
Omo ngina tiechiri. We dey say United ya sanka so yan ko bi kranka we dey.
Omo dey onka.
Omo ne Hilal ya de kroya na.
Omo dey onka onkra.
Na no ale na yi. Na yese Inter Miami anopa na me di onkomo. Omo dise kana PhD first a mo mi ne be hia. Nti ene de
Inter Miami ka Ali ntimi an show.
Ya sema Ali so mnya penalty nyina sen. Meba ma me ne begin nkomo but ma me mo ye nua Derek Ayim. Ayim.
Yeah.
Ya mo Derek abaso. Me won say Derek no na obisa Enzo Maresca no obisa no question bi wo press conference na say on say Derek could do US no or that's so why ya adwuma na. Ya mo na baso pa ma me tell question kakra bi na bigibra.
Given Chelsea's massive spend in recent transfer window, do you think that you are, or do you feel you're underachieving? If not, how do you define success at this point?
For me, it's
or the Ghana buy. So Oti, or start here no Ghana, from Ghana. Okay, Derek no aim, Yenchano USCC. Biggie. Nana ma to say.
Nyame adom bibia efa.
Boss ye nkomo.
Kenam Mame Shase from Manchester United. Footballer bia say a both season.
Big.
Ken.
As a man who United.
Kenare.
The United is a great news.
Ken say one now be story na me be kan wasem.
O sa. Me de na ka ho.
Ai, de ka ho na me be kan wasem.
Okay. O de ke United asem.
Kenam oh, your footballer season bia. I was almost say exams na ocho. Exams na ocho because on Monday bona about during the season no. And when you season na technical team management and you be take a decision about playing body e with team ni mu bia no. E be gina so no mo dey take a decision. Say obetena and I say e be ma wakọ. Enkomo na me di me kan dey ababa be see story a wo ye so. Say Manchester United technical team no. I decided so to take a decision. No more keep one player between Rasmus Højlund and Joshua Zirkzee. These are two players for Manchester United. Manchester United and Nimo in the just ended season. Goals na ma. No cre. But other strikers we me no. And as a forward line players we me no. Na bia ye bisa said the Oshe goals kese na yemfa nyi ba kwa. Ube decide say bia obe Højlund because at least Oshe 4 goals. Emma Manchester United. Zirkzee Eshe 3. Emma Manchester United. But Oma decided so mube keep Zirkzee. No mama Højlund ako. The entire maker say oh Bobo exams now ye because Zirkzee ba in the first season of Manchester United na ebo wie. And Zirkzee as a player. In the first season no. Also there were a lot of lapses on the ball ni mo. No clear. But at least player bia, footballer bia, e make him mover. Me no me no be to be in the first season adaptation period. It will be here time kaka. It in pain be say player banasa anko ya. First season obi ase already afei na waba. It yenya abotrem fama no because everybody following the game admits and understand. So first season no, I know was a player and adapt and say no more the best of results. There are times I obenya players are oba na na farmer no and only dan chain. But ye nim say oba ube take time kakansa na niema fire edi amount. It's in the first season. Now one time was a typical number 9 for Manchester United. There were a lot of times about different positions behind the lead striker and as an auxiliary striker. Most of the time no as a typical number 9 and no more 3 goals. It don't be to me decided on be pardon no. But Rasmus Højlund as a striker, a typical number 9 for Manchester United. Ken, the second season of boy and the first season was better than the second season. In the first season for Manchester United, Osher 10 league goals and assisted twice. It will league anymore. Last season in the second season, Manchester United supporters they expect an improved performance. No, I find a goals in a drop. Washer just 4 throughout the season. One assist to be. It was second season was a adapt here. Now performance and the best rise. No, I find a performance and it declining.
Big Basso Muna strikers and yes, sir.
Yes.
Bassa Hoyland Odimgo Shachay Zegzi, Ujutumsa.
Go share.
But young father said, what shall go to chain, Anna?
Oh, season a boy, you go channel.
Ain't he? I didn't my dear or shared or no. Or no moment I say on Conadia, one shadow to stay.
I don't think I make us say a adaptation and wasm. Your father said wobble 2 seasons. Or first season, now more than one was switching second season. No. Why adapt here and I will make this kind of performance for Manchester United. But Zegzi, I fail on only adapt it. It's the performance you gave. Our whole season. And I feel some cafe now adaptive young can never be kind the amount. I fail a performance and a year bay. It's a coffin. And for me, menem penny for the bay arguing. So Mobema Zegzi another opportunity to prove himself. Not Rasmus Højlund as a striker for Manchester United because after our first season there, yeah, expect our adaptive we are give numbers a very encouraging, but he who the same from Fia Branty and home. Ken Ter Stegen. Me nim the entire goalkeeper and as a player for a club. Ebe decide say no matter the ongoings in the club, me as a player there. Quite be a befaso a metana team in Bia and metana. Me bisa because clearly I have evidence that Barcelona and Casa team no, especially when taking decisions. I will playing body him. Edie, omu here Brantiana. I will bobo him. And in pain, baby, when players have something to prove, that is one obey decided to change that your better team no born home day their team no. But a player like Ter Stegen, after the years of service, I Barcelona bobo him no. Can a Brantian initiate Campo was just Spanish La Liga 6 times. Copa del Rey was then 6 times. Club World Cup here ne year boy Barcelona and Kobe. Wajje Club World Cup with Barcelona. Wajje Champions League. Luis Enrique team no already Champions League in 2015 no. Now Abranti and Cajon. So he's won the Champions League with Barcelona Bobo no. Et minima dia. And was a player decided to change Obayama club. And Tiabemana decided to Obetana. No was ya kind of team no. Whatever he's supposed to do for the club, he's done it. But problem I remember what he say. Rumors in some number Bontini in Manchester clearly. Barcelona and penny for an the technical team no and cash in fancy goalkeeper no. It's the goalkeeper leaving the club is not the problem. But assembly Abranti and Betty, some penny form payment, and seven number bonting. Assembly Abranti and Betty, so coaches in your own mamenda, and seven number bonting, and no any Abranti any worry. What's one says here after Cecily, Yakofa Joan Garcia the number. Joan Garcia is a very good goalkeeper. Per reports are ever. It's just Joan Garcia Baba Barcelona number 1 in the coming season. Not just in number 2. Not just a goalkeeper, I find it's Ter Stegen, who is the captain of Barcelona. Third choice. Ken stage no money na eduru no.